No, no updates on the Panda stuff. They did not respond today, which shocked me. I cannot believe that they're putting off a statement. So this is just going to continue to fester. Does Genesis 9 have a license? No, they don't. This is another Grassroots org. Or Grassroots Tournament. So we'll see if they take action against Genesis. But we won't know until like the day before if they shut it down. Thanks to Give Sub Lemon and the Resub Chicken and Nutmare. You see the tweet the social media manager Panda made? Bro, that's not a real account. It's a parody account. I feel like they'll just blame Nintendo. That's probably the angle they'll go with. It's also probably the safer angle for them from a PR perspective. But Alan has his feet to the fire, like, hard. I don't think that'll be enough. Nintendo did make a statement. Can't wait to see what fake account you saw there. Let me take a peek, because I'm sure if Nintendo made a statement, that would have went fucking viral, and I wouldn't have missed it. The last tweet from Nintendo was 2 days ago. Oh, nope, yesterday about the Nintendo Direct. But let's go to a different Nintendo account. They did on Kotaku. Oh, you're talking about the spokesperson. That's not news. That was already debunked by Smash World Tour. I don't know who Kotaku talked to, but whatever they were speaking about is not at all what Smash World Tour was told by the Nintendo reps they talked to. So Kotaku really was wrong. I don't know if it was Kotaku being wrong or whoever they got in contact with. But yeah, we went over that last night. All of that happened last night. Smash World Tour put out an immediate response to that, basically saying that this is nonsense. That's not what was reflected in our call with Nintendo. Thanks to Tier 1 Vinlada and the Prime Scrublord and the Resub Wivmia and Dongle. Nintendo or Panda won't say anything for weeks. Panda has to respond sooner. They're about to start losing their talent. Like, it seems like IBDW is going to be reconsidering that Panda sponsorship. TK Breezy was already looking for other jobs on stream last night. The longer they take, the more that's going to happen to everyone on their payroll. The Liver King drama is wild. It's really not wild. It's like the most unsurprising drama ever. Again, just by looking at the Liver King, everyone should have known. I said it from the get-go. He has, like, HGH bubble gut. It's just not as protruding as most HGH bubble guts. But, like, that's just not an achievable physique naturally. It's just not. And the man is mid-40s. No one mid-40s can look like that. Naturally. Bro, you're not smart for knowing he's on roids. My 3-year-old cousin could have guessed that. That's the whole point. Jesus, what? That's the whole point. It's not surprising. What do you mean? Everyone should have known. And yet he's made over $100 million off people believing he is still somehow natty. What are you talking about? I am literally saying what you're saying. Joe Rogan said it instantly when Liver King first popped up. Most fitness professionals said it instantly. I actually can't think of any fitness industry veterans that said Liver King is natural. I can't think of any. I don't think I saw anyone say that. The only people that believed he was natural were his fans, who propelled him to 9 figures. Okay, what Carnivore MD said about liver? Well, I don't... can you just tell me? I can't imagine anyone, like, with any understanding of the fitness industry, even a little bit, would say that Liver King at any point resembled something naturally achievable. The point is, it's just, it wasn't surprising news, it was just entertaining news that all of his juicing leaked. I'm very excited to see his statement, though, like, official one, outside of just his statement to the Daily Beast about it. I really want to know where he's going to take it. That was kind of what I thought as well, Colby. I mean, I care that he lied about his steroids and misled so many people to believing that if they followed his 9 tenets that they'd be jacked like him, and buying his supplements that are legitimately useless. that's all fucked. But he did preach positive shit too, like everyone else does. So there were positive aspects where he just dropped cliches that I'm sure could help someone. Liver King still posting on TikTok like nothing happened. I know. He's only given one statement that I've seen, and it was to the Daily Beast. But like he said, he wants to go on a podcast to talk about it. So you bet your sweet bippy I'll be watching. I really want to see what he says. What if he wanted to come on the official podcast? I just don't think that'd be a good episode. That'd be very boring. I don't find him personally entertaining. I think his like house tour is entertaining, and he's pretty silly with like eating raw nuts like testicles and all that. But listening to him speak, I don't think is very interesting. It's just very standard, pretentious fitness douche. Just a bunch of cliches stacked on top of each other, and then shouting out his brand about hard work. Always in sales mode. Yeah, he always ties it back into a sales pitch. He's just going to say it wasn't him. But he missed that chance. He already said to the Daily Beast that he's almost thankful for this event. So he already missed his chance to deny it as fake. So he's going to have to somehow address it. Unless the statement to the Daily Beast wasn't him. I think what he'll probably end up doing is going dark. If this starts to like eat into his actual rep, he'll probably just live off his 100+ million. Plus, as I've learned, he was actually very successful even before becoming the Liver King. He was already very well off. He had to be spending 12K on steroids a month. 12K a month on steroids alone. Yeah, but that's so negligible compared to what he was making. Again, he claims to have been making 100 million a year off of his companies. 12K a month is nothing in that pot. Claims. Yeah, they are his claims. He does have a ton of companies, though, and he very much does have a receptive audience. I think it's a tier 1 motel. Probably total revenue of the companies and not profit. Maybe, but he said he was making. Unless he was just referring to, like, all the companies combined are pulling that in, not necessarily in profit, like in his pocket. But him saying he made it makes it sound like that was, like, his, like, actual profit. Though that would, it really seems unreasonable. Like, way too high. Alright, let me see this trailer. Yeah, I really don't like his voice. Holy shit. I actually dislike that significantly more than I thought I would. I don't know, just like even the way he delivers that line just seems like how I do it during a bad games night. Like, sarcastically almost. Very lazily. Like, there's like no effort put into that. That's just, it just feels like sounds soulless. I like the visuals. I really, yeah, I was not feeling Chris Pratt's voice there. And it's not even that. I feel like he just didn't even try. Like, it feels like he didn't even give it a real attempt. Like, they just took his first takes from the audition and said, that's good enough. Chris Pratt's so fucking cool. If it wasn't such a, like, beloved character that already had, like, a voice to some extent, I don't think I'd care as much, and I don't think many people would care as much. This is, like, the first time it's been, like, a character of Mario's pedigree, and it has a pretty underwhelming performance, so it really sticks out. At least in the trailer. Maybe in the actual movie it's better. Yeah, that was not his A game. Here's the tier 1 pop out in the resub. Maddie, Giovanni, Rivet. Hey Tuv. In the prime SpongeBob. In the resub Dath, Lectrix, and Ty. In the prime Verp. Yeah, all adult size Jambo. Thanks to the Bits Vegan. Probably won't happen, Mac, but maybe. Thanks to resub Andy. Every single other country's dub has that shit beat. Let me see. Give me an example. I wonder what Japanese Mario sounds like. Yeah, man, I don't think the Japanese voice actor for Mario is doing much better than Chris Pratt, honestly. What vibe did they want for Mario? Like, really laid back and unenthused? Like, what was the direction? Try French. That's pretty good. Like, that's better. That's just already better. Yeah, I like the French Mario the best so far. Okay, yeah, the French voice actor absolutely fucking killed it. We need that guy. Did you watch Coffeezilla speak to the FTX owner? Not yet. We talked about the New York Times interview with Sam Bankman-Fried a little bit, though. Coffeezilla posted a little clip from it here. I'll pull it up. This shit is blowing my mind, the way the media is treating Sam Bankman-Fried. A fucking billion-dollar fraud. One of the biggest frauds we've had in a long, long time. And this is the reception.
Everybody here, and on behalf of the public, I want to thank you for engaging in it at a time, in truth, when I know you've been advised not to. So thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Sam Bankman-Fried, everybody. On behalf of everybody.
Amazing. He's getting interviews, getting rounds of applause, getting very favorable articles written about him, and the man is a fucking criminal who should be in jail. Crazy. Crazy. This is the head of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Right now he's going on a little world tour here, doing all kinds of interviews and shit, and the media loves him, even though he is one of the biggest frauds. Why is that surprising? Well, I think the reason it's so surprising to me personally is because old media always looks for the next thing to attack, whether it's games like, oh, this shooting, the shooter played a game once. Maybe we need to make like 6 articles about violent games or something. Like, they're always looking for something to attack. And now they have the perfect candidate with Sam Bankman-Fried. One of the biggest frauds in history. Billions of dollars wiped out. And instead of attacking him, they are putting his whole ass in their mouth. And sucking the farts right out. All kinds of puff pieces praising him and his character. Calling him a genius and his vision. And it's just such a shame FTX collapsed. Unavoidable, a victim of a bank run. Who could have seen it coming? Nobody. Getting a goddamn tour out of it, it makes no sense. I know he donated a ton. I get that. But even still, they're just tanking their own credibility. Everybody, I haven't seen anyone, literally no, like, human being outside of journalists defending him. So every piece that Wall Street Journal prints about, oh, actually FTX collapse wasn't fraud, it was, he had a bad League of Legends game and people got a little concerned and all pulled out at once. Like, every time they write some stupid piece about FTX and how Sam Bankman-Fried's an angel, more and more people are opening their eyes to how fucking dog shit they are. Like, as a company. Like, normal people. Like, actual just normal people who maybe victim of FTX or know somebody that was a victim of it. I just don't know what they're thinking with these pieces. It doesn't compute. It makes no sense to me. No, he didn't donate to, like, well, I think he did donate to charities as well, but he donated directly to, like, the media. He donated to political parties. Like, he donated directly to the people that are singing his praises, but still, it doesn't make any sense why they would be defending him now. He has $0 to his name. He has less money than every single person in chat right now, at least on paper. He has $0 to his name. He lost all of it in the FTX collapse. So it's not like they can even hose him for more donations. But he also does have rich parents, so he probably isn't, like, actually at zero. His parents are rich. What I'm hearing is someone got stupid and lost their money. No, what you're hearing is this guy ran one of the biggest fucking fraudulent Ponzi scheme scams in the, like, history. Like, up there with Madoff. FTX, all of it. All of it, from top to bottom, is a case of fraud. Not negligence, not an accident, not an unavoidable tragedy, just fraud. Did they get in trouble? No! Somehow he has not gotten in trouble. That's the whole reason I'm talking about it. He is getting a whole press tour of, like, positive press. It's so fucking weird. Literally this generation's Enron. No, it was worse than Enron. Actually worse than Enron. Who's falling for this shit after the collapse of FTX? That's so pathetic and sad. People will just go into the next one, man. FOMO's a real thing, and people are convinced crypto is the ticket to easy money. But what ends up happening every time is they either get rugged, it either collapses, they get rugged, or they just gradually hemorrhage money over time. Very rarely does anyone that doesn't already start rich make money in the crypto space. Now, maybe like 2 years ago, you probably could have made a very pretty penny as just an average Joe getting into it. Like, you were still early enough. But now, you're just constantly hemorrhaging money. Or just outright getting rugged. Do you think crypto is a scam as a whole, or could be potential? I've always thought there is a future with it. But right now, it's a guilty until proven innocent basis where anything in the crypto space should be looked at as a scam until they prove they're not. 9 out of 10 projects in the crypto Web3 space are all actual fucking scams.